Today we are waiting to hear who will be joining Kamala Harris on the campaign trail as her running mate.
Yeah, she has narrowed it down to at least 3 picks to help give us an idea of who she might pick. We are talking with our political science professor at Oakland University, David Dulio. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for having me.
So we know that Vice President Kamala Harris's first opportunity to speak with her new running mate yet to be announced is going to be in Pennsylvania. Is that a big hint?
You might think so, but over the last several election cycles, the pattern has not been for the presidential candidate to introduce the running mate in their home state. So while it may seem that Pennsylvania would be a sort of a hat tip to Governor Shapiro there, not necessarily.
We know VP picks also technically they have a defined role and usually don't play a huge role in how the election ends up turning out as it is. But do you feel like this one is important because this race is so unusual?
That's one way to put it. Yes, unusual, historic, crazy, certainly. So, I think, whenever Donald Trump is on the ballot, you sort of throw out the mold of past elections. And, not his VP pick, but just given the way that this cycle has gone, I think that VP picks are certainly in focus, and we've seen that in the last couple of weeks with J.D. Vance, Trump's vice presidential choice. He's been under scrutiny, and I imagine that whoever the sitting vice president chooses as her running mate will sort of get the same treatment.
Well, we know that they are all coming to Michigan this week, at least J.D. Vance and also the vice president, along with her running mate, expected to all be here this week. What do you think the message needs to be for Michigan voters to sway them either way?
Well, I think that they've got 2 jobs here. Number one is continue to try to inject enthusiasm into their base, and then talk to those persuadable, gettable voters about issues that they care about, right? I mean, this is going to come down to a message that resonates with people about issues that are at the top of their mind, and I think that is certainly going to be the economy, not just the trends that we've seen over the last several years with inflation, but now we see the stock market take a nosedive yesterday. That's bound to be part of the conversation. So I think economy is going to be the focus.
David, if you were advising these campaigns, like you say, it's got to hit home with the voters. But so far we've seen, at least on the Trump side, kind of resort to insults, but also hitting with some issues like the border, and then the Harris campaign talking about prosecuting the case against Trump. If you were advising them, would you change something on either side and how they're going about it?
Well, I think that both campaigns have incredibly smart people working for them, and they are experts in this. But I think it always comes back to those issues that are at the top of the mind for voters. If you're not talking about issues that the voters care about, you're wasting your time. And I think right now that those are 2 clear choices here in Michigan: economy and immigration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your perspective as always, David. We hope to continue talking to you. We know we have a primary vote today, so there's obviously some important issues that are going to be decided upon even today.
No doubt about it. And, this is going to set the stage. This primary day is going to set the stage for the sprint to the end in the general election in November.
And we know every time we talk to you, something momentous has already happened. So can't wait until the next time we revisit this and chat again. David, again, thank you very much. David Dulio, Oakland University, joining us here on The Morning Show.
Thank you, guys.